What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You are watching Gunplay TV, and today we've got yet another unboxing and first look at a product from the guys at Forward Controls Design. Now this one's going to be relatively quick, and so we'll try to get straight into it. But before we do that, I'm going to ask that you pause this video now, scroll down, take a look for that subscribe button, and once you've found it, go ahead and give that a click for me. I do appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get straight into the box.
Reach for the sky.
Alright guys, so like I said, yet another unboxing, another product from the guys at Forward Controls Design. So if you haven't seen my previous video on the MCF-L, which of course is panel cable management long, basically they make a cable management solution for your AR-15s. If you haven't seen that, take a look at the video in the top right. Go ahead and check that out. But in this one, we got yet another product from those guys, and somewhat similar, okay? So as we break this open, I'm gonna dig straight into the box, and we'll see what's in it. But I'm sure you guys have already seen from the thumbnail and the title of this video, we've got a kind of a Railscales style grip, if you will, again from Forward Controls. So let's go ahead and break this straight open and see what we've got inside the box. So of course we got a packing slip. So this is our product, okay? So we've got the MCF-L, okay? And so in this case, they've given you kind of an acronym breakdown. I'm not sure if you guys will see this through the glare on the camera, so I'll break that out. But it's MCF-L, which is M-Lock cover, Forward Controls, long. So long story short, this is basically, again, a Railscales solution. In fact, this is a collaboration between the guys at Railscales and Forward Controls. And so essentially what this is a grip that you put onto your rail, hopefully to help dissipate any heat that you might be feeling when you are gripping that handguard, as well as providing a little bit of grip. So it's got the all over dimpled design, which is kind of a trademark, if you will, of Forward Controls. And of course, since I have on my MCX here, on the other side, again, as I mentioned in the introduction, we've got their cable management system with the all over dimpled design, or the AA design, I believe is what they call it. I kind of wanted to keep that theme throughout the rest of the firearm. So we've got this, again, it's going to be relatively quick. Essentially, it is a G10 rail scale, right? And we can actually see, I'm not sure if this will come through on camera, but the Railscales logo is there next to the Forward Controls Design logo there on the rear side. Okay, and so it's pretty straightforward, right? We're just gonna slap this on the rail and lock it in, and it's gonna provide a bit of heat dissipation, as I mentioned, and a good grip. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that handguard, and we'll take a look at that here in just a second. So we've got our handguard here, and as I said, this is a collaboration between Forward Controls and Railscales. So if you don't know Railscales, I'm not gonna say that they, pioneered this type of product, but they are certainly one of the more premium varieties of such a rail scale type product, okay? And so, again, kind of the best of both worlds with Railscales and Forward Controls coming together. And essentially, right, if you haven't already seen something like this, which I'm sure many of you guys have, it is M-Lock, and you simply place that on the rail where you want it. Make sure that those teeth or those M-Lock lugs are aligned to enter into the slots. Okay, and once you've got it where you want it, you simply would use an Allen key and torque that down. Okay, so let me grab that key.
A few moments later.
And so of course, once you got this where you want it, you simply will rotate this as you tighten this in, right? That Picatinny or that M-Lock lug in the back should rotate, which for whatever reason, sometimes the Forward Controls ones like to be a little bit stubborn, but in this case, it seems to be tightening down just fine. You give that, however much torque that you feel comfortable with, and you're in the game, just like that. So one thing about this product, it is available in a variety of lengths. This is the longer version, which takes up 3 M-Lock slots, or standard sized M-Lock slots at least. They do have a smaller variety, which will take up 2 slots. So if you are kind of limited on your rail space, but you still want something like this, you have 2 options. Now, there's a black, and I believe they do have a couple of Cerakoted options that come in a number of different colors. Of course, kind of keeping with the theme of the MCX, we've got black and gray. I went with the black, and I'm happy to have the G10 on there. But that's pretty much it, right? Very straightforward, very simple product. And once it's on there, it should be on there, right? So now we got our Railscales, or our Forward Controls MCF-L on one side, and on the other side, we've got the PCM-L, okay? And so somewhat cohesive in the design. I'm more or less happy with this. I'll put this on, back onto the rifle, I should say, and give it a shot. I actually just finished my first competition, rifle competition, I should say, with the MCX very happy with how it performed and how the gun shot. And I'm very happy with my setup as it exists. We can see I kind of beat it up just a little bit, but neither here nor there. That is the MCF-L from Forward Controls. So as promised, I'm going to keep this thing short. If you had any questions, feel free to go down into the comment section and ask those there. And while you're down there, make sure you leave a like. And if you haven't, for whatever reason to this point, subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Again, as I said, I do appreciate it. Without further ado, I'm gone. So now we've got so now we've got